Steve Gio's Miami Dolphin pick in the league where they play for pay, even though this game's meaningless. Bengals at Dolphins, which would have been a Sunday night game. It would have been Burrow versus Tua. The draft class clashing. Two teams we thought probably would have been at least in a mix for a wild card. We get flexed out of Sunday Night Football. We're Sunday at 1, which I'm not too mad about. I am mad about the fact that it's meaningless. I'd sign up for 820 if we were planning to get into the playoffs, but the Bengals are favored by 4. Over-under is actually now at, see, it's 48. It's a lot. Even though the Bengals defense and the Dolphins defense are both not in the greatest of shakes. But my prediction, Quinn Ewers, first NFL start playing Joe Burrow. I think you're going to see an offense that is not going to know what it's doing. I think you're going to lean heavy on the run game, heavy, which you should, to at least set him up for success. But the fact that he has not worked as with number one receivers, and he has not built that chemistry, you are going to see issues there. I think you're going to see everything very, very short. But what will happen is you will see a Bengals defense, which is terrible, throw the kitchen sink at this kid, and you're going to see if this kid is going to sink or swim. So my prediction, I think the Bengals will win this game, probably 24-13. It's going to be a pretty much ho-hum. You do very little offensively. The defense will do a little bit. Burrow, I bet you, will look like Joe Burrow at moments, because he has not. He's had 2 straight games with 2 picks each, and the Bengals are obviously not in the greatest of shakes. However, they do have their wide receiver core. They do have him as a franchise quarterback. They do have some stuff, and I do think they're going to try and want to finish their season strong. And there's no way you're going to get me to believe that Quinn Ewers is coming out off of basically never practicing with first-string players, and he's going to come out and light the world on fire. I don't care if they're playing the worst team in the league. But hopefully I'm wrong. Meaningless football sucks, but at least you want to go out, you want to win the games, and you want to look at that roster and walk away and say, hey, we know we got X, Y, Z that are pieces we can move forward with in these next 3 games. You know, guys that are rookies, guys that you're going to need a lot out of, particularly if you're taking this cap hit with Tua. You're not going to have the money to go out and make big splashes in free agency. So that being said, Merry Christmas to everybody. Let's go Dolphins. We will see you next week as we prepare for another meaningless game against Tampa Bay. Enjoy your Christmas.